Good afternoon. 13 News at 4 begins with breaking news.
So we're going to get straight to 13 News reporter Marina Silva, who's at the scene of a police shooting on the west side.
Marina, where are you on the west side and what have you learned?
We are here on the 300 South Block Avenue, and police tell us that there has been an officer-involved shooting. Now, I want to show you where we are and what we can see right now. There are dozens of police cars down Bertha Street, which is near South Warman, where they are investigating. Now, police were originally called here for a person shot. When they got here, they did find a woman who did have a gunshot wound. She was rushed to the hospital. We are told she is in stable condition, but then officers also heard shots being fired. Now, we do know that the person that was shot by law enforcement is a male. He has been transported to the hospital in critical condition. We are not aware of what hospital just yet. We're working to learn more information, but right now police have told us that they did recover a firearm and a machete from the scene. They are still investigating, and they're going to be here for a couple of hours. So we'll make sure to bring you an update as soon as we learn more information.
Yeah, be sure and let us know. We'll come right back to you, Marina.
All right, and on to more news.
That's right. Earlier this afternoon, we learned a 22-year-old man died after a shooting in Avon. Hendricks County Sheriff's deputies tell us it happened just after 9 last night on Fairmount Court, which is near Ronald Reagan Parkway and Rockville Road. That's where they found Jarrell Spires shot. Medics took him to the hospital where he later died. A 19-year-old is now in custody facing preliminary charges. Right now we are awaiting court documents that spell out what police believe happened. We'll be sure and share those as soon as we get them.
Now to Washington, where we are just hours away from a potential government shutdown, and lawmakers are struggling to find a solution. President-elect Trump has made clear that he does not support the current spending plan to keep the government's doors open through spring. NBC's Ryan Nobles has more.
In the span of just a few hours, a massive bipartisan spending deal agreed to by leaders in both the House and Senate went from being on a glide path to passage to dead on arrival. Killed by President-elect Trump, urged on by his influential advisor, billionaire Elon Musk. Now Congress is racing to avoid a shutdown, which would halt some government services and leave many federal workers and military members without a paycheck around the holidays.
We're in the middle of these negotiations.
The original deal, hatched by Speaker Johnson, included $100 billion in disaster relief and $10 billion in aid for farmers. But it also included a long list of pet projects from lawmakers from both sides, like a provision to increase the pay of members of Congress. Some hardline Republicans already opposed.
This is a sandwich. I don't know how else to say that. We're being forced into this.
Musk will lead Trump's effort to cut government spending and has been close to the president-elect throughout the transition period. The billionaire regularly posting attacks on the bill, writing yesterday, "Who votes for this outrageous spending bill deserves to be voted out in 2 years." Trump himself quickly followed suit, encouraging his GOP colleagues to get smart and tough. If Democrats threaten to shut down the government unless we give them everything they want, then call their bluff.
This is why we won on November 5th. Everyone is sick and tired of overspending.
Speaker Johnson noting Musk's influence earlier yesterday.
Elon and Vivek and I are on a text chain together, and I was explaining to them the background of this. Remember, guys, we still have just a razor-thin margin of Republicans.
Now he's back to square one, forced to rewrite the original bill for a much smaller version. But House Democrats are warning their support for a new package is no guarantee.
House Republicans will now own any harm that is visited upon the American people that results from a government shutdown or worse.
All right, so the clock is ticking toward that Friday deadline. We'll continue to watch it.
Yes, we will. Okay, let's take a look at this. It's a beautiful sunset on the way. We have had so much sun, made the chillier temperatures
a little more bearable, right?
agreeable.
Yeah.
Agreeable.
It's just nice to see the sun.
Yeah, it is.
Cloudy days and a whole lot of rain.
It helps. I wish I could say tomorrow is going to be just as nice as this, but there's definitely some changes coming our way, and it may impact the morning commute because we could see the possibility of rain with snow mixed in. So let's get right into it. We don't necessarily want to see that happen for our Friday because, yes, tomorrow is Friday, and we're heading into the weekend, even approaching a holiday week. Let's start with this. This is what we're tracking. It's a little Alberta clipper that's moving through. Now, most of this is staying to our north. However, the southern end of it will bring some snow showers mixed with a little bit of rain to parts of central Indiana. And I'm saying parts of central Indiana because I don't think snow is necessarily guaranteed for many of you in central Indiana. Farther north you go, your chances certainly go up. Temperatures are on the colder side. We're 30s and 40s, but this is still marginal. I think we're going to need to drop the temperatures a good bit if we're going to see this stay all snow. That's why we have that possibility of a little rain-snow mix. So here's overnight tonight. We do expect by maybe 11 or 12 o'clock tonight, we do expect a little bit of this precipitation to move through. And with those milder temperatures, this may be a little bit of rain-snow mix. But the thinking is that most of this, not all of this, but most of this will change over to some snow. Now, by your morning commute tomorrow, there may be some snow showers. And also notice the consistency of this. It's not one shield of snow that's moving through. It's little pockets of snowfall here and there. So when you look at a snowfall map, we may not necessarily see a consistency all across the board. Through midday, most of that's beginning to wind down as we get into the afternoon. As far as what you can expect, well, I do think that we will see some accumulation, mainly some lighter accumulation across parts of the central Indiana area, but then farther north you go, we could see 1 to 2 inches of snow, 2 to 3 a little higher areas to the north. But I think most of this will be out of here by the time we get to game time for tomorrow evening. Let's talk about where we are with traffic because we've had some big problems, especially on the south side. Things have improved after we had Interstate 65 shut down past 465. It is still backed up quite a ways, but that accident has been cleared. Things have been reopened and things are looking certainly much better than where they were. Some of the traffic cameras, let's hit those really quickly and just show you what's going on because we are seeing some still slowdowns there. We'll get to the traffic cameras here in just a second. There they are. You can still see some of the emergency crews. This is 65 looking southbound. This is near Southport Road. You can see some of the emergency vehicles still having the 2 right lanes blocked, and you can still see the traffic backed up, not just on Interstate 65, but also coming off of 465 eastbound and westbound. It's leading to a significant backup, but at least traffic is now moving through the area.